Hello students, myself Rajesh Kumar Sharma, your biology teacher. As you know, we are discussing chapter 4 of class 12, that is reproductive health. In that we have discussed in previous lecture population growth and birth control methods. Clear? In case of birth control methods, we have already discussed natural or withdrawal method, barrier methods, intrauterine devices, oral pills, then injectable methods, after that surgery method. Clear? Today we are going to discuss medical termination of pregnancy, MTP. Okay, let's start. International or voluntary termination. Intentional or voluntary termination of pregnancies before full term is called as medical termination of pregnancies. Clear? मीन जानबूझकर प्रेगनेंसी को ठीक है टर्मिनेट करना, दैट इज मेडिकल टर्मिनेशन ऑफ प्रेगनेंसीज. Are induced abortion. Nearly 45 to 50 million MTP are performed in a year all over the world, which accounts to 1/5 of the total number of conceived pregnancies in a year. Obviously, MTP has a significant role in decreasing the population, though it is not meant for that purpose. Whether to accept or legalize MTP or not is being debated upon in many countries due to emotional, ethical and religious and social issues involved in it. Government of India legalized MTP in 1971 with some strict conditions to avoid its misuse. Why misuse? Misuse because of female feticide. As you know that in our country male child is preferred in comparison to female child. Then this can be used in killing the female fetus inside the womb. Clear? Such restrictions are all the more important to check indiscriminate and illegal female feticides, which are reported to be high in India. अब why MTP? MTP क्यों? Obviously the answer is to get rid of unwanted pregnancies, either due to casual unprotected intercourse or failure of the contraceptive used during coitus or rapes. MTPs are also essential in certain cases where continuation of pregnancies could be harmful or even fatal either to the mother or to the fetus or for both. MTPs are considered relatively safe during the first trimester, that is up to 12 weeks of pregnancy. Second trimester abortions are much more riskier. One disturbing trend observed is that a majority of MTPs are performed illegally by unqualified quacks, which are not only unsafe but could be fatal too. Another dangerous trend is the misuse of amniocentesis to determine the sex of unborn child. Frequently, if the fetus is found to be female, it is followed by MTP. This is totally against what is legal. Such practices should be avoided because these are dangerous both for young mother and for fetus. Effective counseling on the need to avoid unprotected coitus and risk factors involved in illegal abortions, as well as providing more health care facilities could be reverse the mentioned unhealthy trend. This is about MTP, which is legal in India and Government of India legalized in 1971. Clear? Next one, that is sexually transmitted diseases, STD. Disease of infection which are transmitted through sexual intercourse are collectively called as sexually transmitted diseases or venereal diseases, VD, or reproductive tract infection, RTI. Gonorrhea, syphilis, genital herpes, chlamydiasis, genital warts, trichomoniasis, hepatitis B, and of course the most discussed infection in the recent years, HIV, leads to AIDS, are some of the common STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. Among these, HIV infection is most dangerous, and we will discuss in chapter 8. Some of these infections like hepatitis B and HIV can also be transmitted by sharing of injections, needles, surgical instruments, etc. with infected person. Transfusion of blood or from an infected mother to the fetus too. Except for hepatitis B, genital herpes and HIV infections, other diseases are completely crucial or curable if detected early and treated properly. Early symptoms of most of these are minor and include itching, fluid discharge, slight pain, swelling, etc. in the genital region. Infected females may often be asymptomatic and hence may remain undetected for long. Absence or less significant symptoms in early stages of infection and the social stigma attached to the STDs deter and the infected person from going for timely detection and proper treatment. This could lead to complications later, which include pelvic inflammatory diseases, PID, abortions, stillbirth, ectopic pregnancies, infertility, or even cancer or of reproductive tract. STDs are a major threat to a healthy society. Therefore, prevention of or early detection and cure of these diseases are given prime consideration under the reproductive health care programs. Though all persons are vulnerable to these infections, their incidences are reported to be very high among persons in the age group between 15 to 24 years, the age group to which you also belong. There is no reason to panic because prevention is possible. One could be free of these infections by following the simple principles given below. What are those? First one, that is avoid sex with unknown partner, multiple partners. Always use condom during coitus or sexual intercourse. Third one, in case of doubt, one should go to a qualified doctor for early detection and get complete treatment if diagnosed with disease. This is about STDs. We will discuss infertility in our next lecture. Okay, thank you.